Fortuna Mining is out with its Q4 results. The Vancouver company posting record free cash flow in both Q4 and the full year, as well as improved profitability despite costs moving higher. We're joined now by Jorge Ganoza, CEO of Fortuna Mining. For more on this, Jorge, thank you very much for joining us.
Pleasure to be here, Roger.
Okay, I guess let's talk about first up. We'll go with what we mentioned first: free cash flow. What's that money going to do for you? Where are you looking?
You know, as you mentioned, we released results yesterday after close that have been well received by the market, with record free cash flow for the quarter of $132 million and record free cash flow for the year as well, $330 million. But the bigger story here is that over the next 24 months, we are delivering on low-risk brownfields projects, so a lot of that money is going towards that growth. We have one of the better balance sheets in our peer group of mid-sized producers, over $700 million in liquidity, a net cash position of close to $400 million as well. So all this cash flow that we're generating is going towards more growth that we have in the pipeline.
And those brownfields you mentioned, where are they, and where are they in the process?
This is low risk growth. One is the expansion of our Séguéla mine, which is our flagship asset in the Ivory Coast. Séguéla is a highly profitable operation, producing today annual gold production in the range of 160,000 ounces. Our aim is to take it to 200,000 ounces. We currently have a life of mine solely with reserves of close to a decade. And if we account for resources, we exceed the decade of projection on life of mine. So we're looking to expand it. And the second leg of this story of growth for us is our new mine, which we're going to start building this year. It's in Senegal. It's called the Diamba Sud, and it's a project where this year we're investing $100 million, initiating early works and permitting, and we're preparing to make a final investment decision by mid-year. So, you know, underpinned by these solid financial results from our existing operations and the growth profile that we have, that we rate as low risk, technically, financially, I believe that's what's causing some excitement in the market.
And you raised at the Diamba, the indicated gold accounts, you raised it by 75% to I believe $1.25 million. Was that right?
Yes, this is a resource that's been growing rapidly over the last 12 months. We have a much improved understanding of the geology. And as an outcome of that, and aggressive drilling, of course, we have been able to show, we published before market open today, the updated resource that you pointed out, 73% increase in indicated resources that today stand at 1.25 million ounces. But 1.25 very profitable ounces. And this resource is the foundation for the feasibility study that we are planning to conclude in May. And concurrent with the publishing of that feasibility study, we aim to take the final investment decision. But as I said, we are already advancing with early works, excavations, camp construction. This is a project where we published a preliminary economic assessment in October of last year. And the PA showed, using $2,750, an internal rate of return of 72% and an NPV of close to $600 million, right? And that was with a much smaller resource.
I just want to jump in and get a couple of other questions before we run out of time. Any geopolitical concerns with any of the locations right now?
You know, Ivory Coast is the premier mining jurisdiction in that part of the world, West Africa. Senegal, we're finding a lot of support from government. we are expecting our environmental impact approval be granted in 6-7 months. That's, I believe, difficult to match anywhere else. And we're getting just a lot of support from government. The security situation in those coastal West African countries is good. And the political support we're getting is also, I rate it as very good.
Okay, Jorge, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
A pleasure to be here.
Jorge Ganoza is the CEO of Fortuna Mining.